What if I told you that you could charge thousands of dollars for a project that just connects a few apps together, with absolutely no coding required? It sounds a little too good to be true, right? Well, businesses are literally desperate for this skill. Today, we are breaking down the exact blueprint to turn Zapier and Make automation services into a seriously high-income business. Okay, let's just dive right in.
First, let's talk numbers, because honestly, they're kind of crazy. We're not talking about little side hustle money here. A single automation project for just one client can easily net you anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. And that's just the starting point for what businesses are willing to pay to fix their broken workflows.
So why the big price tag? It's simple, really. It all comes down to supply and demand. As you can see here, a staggering 89% of businesses want to automate things, but they have one massive problem. Pretty much nobody on their team has a clue how to do it. That skills gap, that's your golden ticket.
And this brings us to the real opportunity here, which is way bigger than just a few random projects. We're talking about building a legit, high-growth business because the demand for these skills isn't just growing, it is absolutely exploding right now.
And you know, this isn't some tiny little niche. The entire automation market is on a rocket ship, set to hit over $31 billion. You're not just hopping on a trend, you're stepping into a massive tidal wave of market growth.
Now, what I love about this is that there's a clear ladder to climb. You start out as a beginner, and you can quickly start hitting a few thousand a month. As your skills get better, you move into that intermediate stage where, $15K a month is totally achievable. And for the real experts, the ceiling is just incredibly high.
And listen, this isn't just some theory. Let me tell you about Rachel. She was an operations manager, no special automation experience. Within just 2 months of getting started, she was already pulling in over $4,000 a month just by building simple automations for e-commerce stores. This shows you that people from all kinds of backgrounds can crush this.
All right, let's get into the toolkit you'll need. You're probably thinking you need a bunch of complicated, expensive software to even get started, but you're about to see that the reality is surprisingly simple and super affordable.
So your two main tools are going to be Zapier and Make. And the recommendation here is dead simple. Just start with Zapier. It's the easiest to learn by far, it has the most integrations, and it's the name most businesses already know. Once you get good at that, you can add the more powerful Make.com to your tool belt.
So what's the damage to get this all set up? This chart just says it all. The barrier to entry is ridiculously low. For less than $100 a month, which, by the way, is a business expense, you have literally all the core software you need to run a business that can generate thousands. Okay, so you've got the tools, but the million-dollar question is, how do you actually get the skills? Well, the good news is, this isn't some 6-month boot camp. We're going to lay out a plan for you to go from zero to building pro-level automations in just 3 weeks.
Here's your roadmap. Week 1, you're just getting your feet wet, learning the basics with Zapier's free courses. Week 2, you level up to more complex, multi-step automations, and you get your official, and again, free Zapier certification. By week 3, you're tackling the pro stuff like API integrations and webhooks. And hey, don't let those words scare you. An API is just how apps talk to each other. A webhook is like a secret doorbell that lets one app instantly tell another that something happened. Mastering those is what turns you into a real pro. And most importantly, you'll be building out projects for your portfolio.
Okay, you've got the skills, you've got the tools. Now for the most important part, getting paid. Landing that very first client can feel like a huge mountain to climb, but it's so much simpler than you think when you just follow a clear, proven process.
First things first, you need to prove you can do the work. A portfolio with 5 to 7 little projects is key. Just build some common business workflows, record short little videos showing them in action, and always talk about the value. Like how many hours a week this automation is going to save the business. And once a client is actually interested, your process needs to look professional and simple. It's really just a 4-step dance. You discover their needs, you get a deposit up front, you build the solution, and then you hand it off with clear instructions. This builds so much trust and, most importantly, make sure you get paid for all your hard work. So, where are these clients hiding? Let me give you a little secret. Start on Upwork. It is an absolute goldmine for this specific skill. There are hundreds of jobs posted right now. The key is just consistency. Apply to 5 to 10 relevant jobs every single day with a proposal that's actually tailored to them, and you will land that first client. Now, landing those one-off projects is fantastic for cash flow. But this is how you build a real, stable business that lets you sleep at night. The secret is shifting your focus to recurring revenue.
Let's just look at the math here. That $3,500 project, awesome. But adding a small monthly maintenance contract where you just keep an eye on things completely transforms the value of that client. You're now earning stable income every single month for just a tiny bit of your time.
And for a consultant who's been doing this for a while, this becomes an incredibly powerful income mix. Look at this. Nearly half their income isn't from chasing new clients. It's stable, predictable money that just hits their bank account every month. That is the key to getting off that project-to-project treadmill and actually building wealth.
So here's the bottom line. The path is clear, the demand is absolutely massive, and you can learn these skills in under a month. A paying client really is just a few weeks of focused effort away. So the only real question left is, what business process are you going to automate first?